Malaysia is bidding farewell to its 16th ruler. Al-Sultan Abdullah ends his 5-year reign today. A farewell ceremony was held for the outgoing monarch and his royal consort at Parliament this morning. CNA's Melissa Goh tells us how Sultan Abdullah's reign has been both eventful and memorable for the country.
Sworn in as the 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong on 31st January 2019, Sultan Abdullah Ahmad Shah's reign is arguably one of the most challenging in Malaysian history, as the country was gripped by a protracted COVID-19 pandemic. It's also dealt with months of unprecedented political turmoil, a crisis first triggered by the sudden resignation of former Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad in February 2020. The palace was under a constant spotlight. Busloads of MPs were ferried into Istana Negara as Sultan Abdullah ascertained who commanded the majority support in Parliament. Muhyiddin Yassin was picked as the 8th Prime Minister. But 17 months later, he resigned after losing his majority in Parliament, and Ismail Sabri was sworn in as his successor. Then came the general election in 2022, which resulted in a hung Parliament. Sultan Abdullah was once again tasked to resolve the stalemate. A coalition government was formed under the leadership of Anwar Ibrahim as the 10th Prime Minister.
Terpahat dalam sejarah negara bahawa beta adalah merupakan satu-satunya Yang di-Pertuan Agong yang telah diberi keafiatan untuk memerintah negara dengan 4 orang Perdana Menteri.
Malaysia practices a unique system of constitutional monarchy where 9 state rulers take turns every 5 years to become king, or Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Now, although the king's role is largely ceremonial, he is the head of Islam, the official religion, and guardian of Malay customs and tradition. Now, in times of trouble and economic hardship, His Majesty plays an important role to unite and heal the nation, to preserve racial harmony and restore political stability. To bring the nation closer as the country recovered from a devastating pandemic, Sultan Abdullah embarked on a royal convoy to the East Malaysian states of Sabah and Sarawak, the first king to do so. Often breaking away from tradition, Sultan Abdullah and his royal consort, Queen Tunku Aziza, seldom missed the opportunity to interact with the people and members of the media.
Yang Tuan Agong adalah seorang yang berjiwa rakyat.
Dia boleh turun padang, tengok kami buat tugas ke, dia akan tanya, "You orang sudah makan ke belum?"
I think they held us together as a country and citizens, through all the really difficult 5 years. A lot of turbulence, a lot of new things, the pandemic, the constant changes in government.
Because we are multiracial, he don't see any difference between the racial. He will be always fair to everyone.
In his final pre-cabinet meeting audience with Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim last week, His Majesty penned a letter to all cabinet ministers. His parting words to them were to remember their first and foremost duty, which is to serve the country and the people and not to seek power, position or wealth. After which, he returns to Pahang to resume his duties as a Sultan of the state. Melissa Goh, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.